Sorry I'm late with this, but WrestleMania weekend, very busy weekend. But on Friday, three teams clinched spots in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the first one was as follows. The Maple Leafs are in. Congratulations to them. Of course, we all know the story. They're coming off finally winning the series for the first time since '04. So one has to wonder what they're going to do here. I mean, like with every season ever since they've had that group, especially Austin Matthews, who was scoring and not missing. That's been the question. What are they going to do? I mean, they're coming off reaching round two for the first time in almost 20 years. Now the pressure's really on them. They need to at least repeat that, if not go a little bit farther. It's been 22 years since they've reached the conference final. If they actually make it that far, it's going to be epic. The Leafs are definitely good enough to actually get that far. But will they? That's the question. We'll see how it goes for the Leafs. And we'll see how it goes for this next team who clinched a spot in the playoffs. The Tampa Bay Lightning are back in. However, it's a little bit interesting. They had to play their first few months without Vasilevsky. Even so, they managed to stay afloat because, well, they're the Lightning. It's what they do. Because we all know their story. They won back-to-back cups in 20 and 21, and then 22 they had a chance for three in a row, but this happened. Right then, they kind of started running out of gas. They were the team that Toronto beat in the first round last year. Is the window closed? That depends. I mean, the focus seems to be on Kucherov's quest for the Hart and the Ross, but he's got a good team around him, which is why it baffles me why people, especially Lightning fans, act like he's all by himself when he's not. I mean, Stamkos, Hedman, Hagel, Point, that team is amazing. But what will they do this year? That's the question. What they do this year will pretty much determine if the window's closed or not. Even if it is closed, what a run, huh? I mean, three straight trips to the final. Who could ask? Who could ask for anything more? But yeah, Tampa. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do, and their appearance means it's gonna be an interesting race between them and Toronto for third place. Because third place means you avoid playing the division winner. Right now, Tampa Bay's in the lead wild card spot, the number one wild card spot, but they have a chance to move up further in the standings. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the playoffs. Speed of teams who clinch the playoff spot. Let's just get this over with. Well, Oilers, you made it back again. So how you gonna fuck it up this time? You know, I'm just gonna say this: people who think the Maple Leafs are choke artists clearly haven't watched the Oilers. Now we had fun laughing at the Oilers when they were 31st in the league, but how did they respond? Oh, they didn't do much. All they did was win 16 straight. That's no big deal, right? But but let's face it, we knew this team was going to be the playoffs. Nobody said, oh, they're going to miss. Well, people would tease it, or they're going to miss it because a lot of people don't like the Oilers. But I knew they're going to make it. They do their main fucking up when it counts after in late April. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they do. I mean, it's pretty interesting right now. I mean, they're closing in on Vancouver, that Pacific Division. Vancouver's losing that grip. The Oilers can actually win the division, which would make their eventual choke even that much more worse. I mean, come on. We all know the Oilers are going to fuck this up. One of my favorite lines from Garfield and Friends is, some people you can just depend on to screw up, and that's definitely the Edmonton Oilers. I keep telling Oilers fans, they are ruining Connor McDavid's career. They don't listen to me. They're still pretending it's the latter half of the '80s and they have the juggernaut when they really don't. You know, it's not McDavid's fault. He kicks ass. Same with Draisaitl. He kicks ass too. It's just that, well, when it counts, the team that's around those two, they disappear. So we'll see what the Oilers do. But like I said, they'll screw it up somehow. I know them. I know them. So yeah. So those three got in. Tampa and Toronto got in while they were idle. The Oilers got in on our expense when they blew us out. So yeah, those three are in. So that's six East teams in, five West teams in. So Tampa and Toronto join the Rangers, Carolina, Florida, and Boston, and Edmonton joins um, Dallas, Colorado, Vancouver, Winnipeg, and with that, that's pretty much going to be it for the Canadian population as far as playoff teams. The Oilers, the Jets, the Leafs, and the Canucks are all in. The Canadians are officially eliminated. The Senators just got officially eliminated, and Calgary's gone. So yeah, that's gonna be all as far as Canadian representation, which means there's a 25% chance a Canadian team's gonna win the cup. So that is my overdue video, and I'll probably be back later tonight if for another clinching update. Because I'll definitely be back later tonight to recap. Well, actually, I'll be back later on to I'm sorry for stuttering, for another recap possibly because Nashville and LA could get in the playoffs, but it's gonna be interesting the rest of the way. There's teams are running out of time, and it's gonna be a fun sprint. So that's my video for today. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. 3 stories about Toronto, Tampa, Edmonton are featured. Check them out, and I'll be back probably tomorrow if Nashville and or LA get in, and I'll definitely have a recap early Monday. So stay tuned.